Hi guys, welcome to Flash Fact. Today we're going to try to tackle the most complex subject of them all, the double tick. You've you may have heard that before. Essentially, it has to do with the power over time. So I will start with the power over time to so that everyone is on the same page, and then I'll tackle the double tick. So essentially, the power over time. I will burn a bit of power first, just to make sure that it's going to be clear. Let's burn a bit more and one more. There we go. So essentially the power over time, as you can see, my power over time right now is 505 power. So every 5 seconds, I'm going to have what is known as a tick of power. So I got the first one, then one, two, then three, four, and five. So essentially you have six ticks of power, the first one and five that follows it. At every 5 seconds, you will get a tick to your power over time. The double tick is that when you get your fifth tick or your last tick, I should say, if you can cast power over time just before the last tick comes in, for that one tick, you will essentially get twice the power. You will get the power of your tick, and you will get the power of you starting a new chain of power over time. So for that one bit, you will get twice 505 power point. It's 505 because of my character. It's going to be different depending on your character. Like essentially, the vitalization is what dictates the strength of your power over time. So right now, I have 6,217 vitalization, as you can see here. So that is what influenced my power over time. So thanks to that, so my power over time right now is 505, unless I do what is a critical power out, I suppose. Then it's going to be a bit more. So as you can see, every 5 seconds there's a tick of 105, 105, 105, and it's gone. So let's try to do the double tick this time. So we get started once, and then we get the first one, the second one. Oh, and you saw the critical, the third one, and we have to be sure to burn power, otherwise we won't see it. The fourth one. So now if I do it now, I'll get it now, and then I'll get it for the double tick. Like this is the one that should have been at the fifth one. So, two, three. Come on, three. Ah, crap. So I didn't notice my power bar was full. If your power bar is full, you will not see your tick. So you have to make sure that your power bar is at least part empty in order to be able to see it. One, that's the first one. Then one, two, three, four. So we cast ours. One. So essentially, by casting it just before it ends, you can keep it going and going and going. Ideally, is to try to keep your power over time without any gap in the sequence. As you saw, I waited just a tiny bit too long. One. So that's pretty much that simple. at first you're going to be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but at some point you will just, let's say at some point you will know that your power over time, let's say 5 weapon mastery attacks, and then you need to do your double take. Or at some point 3 weapon mastery attacks and two powers, and you're going to have to cast your double take. So at first you probably will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you could also count the seconds between the take, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's the tick. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's supposed to be 5 seconds. It's just I'm just counting too slow. But at some point, you won't even think about it. You will just cast your powers, use your powers, and you'll get a good feel of when you need to cast your power over time again in order to get the almighty double take. So some would argue that the double tick, thanks to the advanced mechanics that gives power back to DPSs, the double tick is no longer needed. Uh, I'm not sure I agree with that. I still see plenty of people who burn through their power very, very quickly and who don't regenerate their own power or barely regenerate it. So the double take, I guess it depends on the group. On a good group, yeah, the double take will not be necessary. On a bad group, it's not only essential, you need it pretty bad. And sometimes in a really bad group, even using the double take sometimes will not be enough. So you're gonna have to do what is known as power starving certain players. Essentially, you'll see that some players are starving for power, and on purpose, you don't quite give them power because you're keeping power in reserve, either to give to the healer or the tank, depending on the situation. So when you see that there's a 1 DPS, or like when you see the power is fine for everyone, and there is 1 DPS who burns through his power in like 2 seconds, sometimes power starve him a bit to send him the message that he should uh, manage his power a little bit better. So anyway, so that was it for the almighty double take. I hope this made sense. I know it's not it's a hard system. It's a hard thing to show properly, and it's not that easy to grasp at first. So if ever you see this and you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. And if not, that was Flashback for now, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.